Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make this awesome spruce treehouse. If you enjoy this tutorial, please do remember to hit that like button, and if you make it all the way to the end, share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. Without any further ado, let's get started. Before we begin, I should let you know that these are all of the materials that we are going to be needing to make the treehouse, and you should be able to see the amounts of those materials as well. So do make sure that you have access to all of those and the right amounts. And this is the amount of space that you are going to need around your treehouse. So this will cover the little house at the bottom and the trunk of the tree. If you want to make more stuff around it, pools, farms, that sort of fun stuff, water slides, then you're going to need a bit more room, but this is the base amount you'll need. The amount that you'll need for the air, I don't know, but that's the amount you'll need on the ground. Pause the video if you have to, make sure that everything is in order, and once it is, we can begin. So to start this off, I'm going to begin building on the front left-hand corner of my little grid. And if you've made the grid, that's where you're going to want to start as well. I want you to place 3 birch planks coming backwards from the front left-hand corner. 1, 2, 3. I then want you to place 2 spruce wood. 1, 2. Place a spruce wood back to the right. Go right 1. Forward to the right. Forward 1. Front left. Left 1. As easy as that. We also want to place upon this birchwood plank that we started off with 2 more. 1, 2. Extend it right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Connect it down to the ground. And extend the 2 middle blocks upwards, each by 1. So you can kind of get a grasp. This is the front of the treehouse. This is the entrance. And this is where all of the rest of the treehouse is going to stem up from. So I want you to take every single spruce wood, and I want you to place 7 more on top of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and repeat that 6 more times. 7 if you include the other one that we didn't do it. That you guys get the idea. All of them 7 on top. As easy as that. Now, once you have done that, I want you to grab the birchwood planks again, and I want you to come up to the top front of the treehouse, take these front 2 spruce woods, and place 2 rows of birch in front. 1, 2, just like this. We are then going to extend the birch to the left, and then we're going to do something. Actually, we can make this easy. I want you to place 2 dark oak wood slabs going left. 1, 2, and then move backwards 1, and then place 4 birchwood planks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 more dark oak wood slabs. 1, 2. Extend inwards 1, and then I want you to place 4 more planks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 slabs. 1, 2. Inwards 1, 4 planks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 slabs, 1, 2, extend inwards 1, and connect back using your birchwood planks. Now that might seem a little bit complicated, but when you have a look just above it, you have a really nice little pattern there. Isn't that lovely? Well, what do we want to do next? It's quite simple. We want to place birchwood planks in each one of the 4 corners. So where we have the 4 corners of dark oak wood slabs, we want to have a birch plank in each of the corners. We also want to place a glowstone on top of each one of those corners, and on top an additional birch plank, like that. What we then want to do, also quite simple, is we want to place on top of the middle 2 birch planks on each side. So for instance, like these 2 up front birch planks, we want to place 2 glass, like on the middle. And we want to do the same on the sides, and the other side, and the final side, like this. We place birchwood planks on the sides of the glass so that we form solid windows. always important. And then we place birch planks above and across, covering up the entire window. So basically we're making a really nice shape. It's quite circular and it'll look like this from the side, which kinda honestly looks horrible at the moment, but we will be fixing that, as we're now going to grab some dark oak wood slabs and we're going to place a layer of dark oak wood slabs going all the way around the top of this part of the build. Now, it's going to be easier to see how this turns out once it's done, because I'll give you a nice top view, and you'll be able to see how this basically got pieced together. It's basically all the way around in a circle, just like that. It is that simple, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure that you have done exactly that, and then we can continue on. So the next thing we have to do is we have to add a layer of spruce leaves. I know, it's kind of a weird material. We have to add a layer of spruce leaves on top of the birch wood plank frame at the top of the part of the building that we've just made. So spruce leaves like this, directly on top of the birch planks. Now that's quite good for us, because now we want to place on top of the 4 blocks on each side, the 4 spruce leaves, we want to place birch planks. Okay, so birch planks on each one of the rows of spruce leaves, like this. So from the top actually is a better view. There we go. We then want to connect all of these together, and it's quite a simple trick. All you have to do is extend them inwards with dark oak planks on the sides like this, meaning, so like wherever you have the birchwood planks are almost touching each other, dark oak plank, and it's as easy as that. And that connects the whole thing together. So far we have this. So far, it's looking awful, but we will improve it. So that's what we want to have. That's the top view. Once you have reached this point right here, the next thing we want to do is add another layer of these spruce leaves. Okay? So this particular layer of spruce leaves, we want to try and emulate the layer that we have below us. So we want to place spruce leaves on top of the birchwood parts of the row that we just made. And then we're going to connect them together in the middle like this. And I am going to delete any connecting blocks because I don't want them to get in the way later. So we've just got a layer of spruce leaves like that. Nice and simple. So the last thing that we're going to be doing right here is the top part of the treehouse, which has another little, it's like a little house. On top of the 4 outward spruce blocks, spruce leaves, I want you to place dark oak wood planks. And I want you to, behind the left and right side, place birchwood planks, like this. And I want you to extend the birch planks upwards, each by 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. We're going to place upside down birchwood stairs in between the 2 top halves of them. This creates a kind of a cool doorway. We are also going to place another layer of birchwood planks on top of all of this, and then we'll finish up by extending them upwards, and by them I mean the 2 middle blocks, like this. I'm also going to extend out the birchwood planks that are connected to the middle stairs, and that will create a much more conventional looking house shape. Well, once you have your more conventional looking house shape, we have to extend back these 2 planks here, each by 5. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to connect them together at the back, and we're going to create the same shape at the top as we have on the front, like that. we're going to extend the 4 middle blocks down to the ground, or as far as the ground is, like to the leaves. And then on the sides of this, we want to extend down the 2 middle blocks with glass. We want to place glass pane underneath the 2 middle blocks, and then birchwood planks all the way around the glass on both the left and the right, like this. So all in all, we should have what I would refer to as a very scruffy treehouse. That's exactly what I'd call this right now. However, we're gonna make this a lot better. Okay, so what do we want to do? First of all, we're gonna come down to the bottom of the treehouse, and we're gonna begin work down here. I'm gonna get rid of the glowstone for a moment because I want to grab the doors. I'm going to place a double dark oak wood door right here. That'll lead you into the actual treehouse entrance. I'm going to raise up the birchwood planks on the left and right side. These are to just fill in any gaps that we may have had otherwise. I'm going to place rows of dark oak wood stairs on the sides of the little mini house at the bottom in a conventional house-shaped way. The stairs are only going to come about as far back as where the trunk is, so we don't want to have this, we want to have that. We're going to extend the blocks 1 row forwards, as you would usually do with any sort of house. We're going to take all of the stairs, extend them forwards, and we are going to place upside down ones underneath. There we go, so you see that looks a lot better already, right? Well, next thing we have to do is we have to establish a leaf pattern. Now, this sounds stupid. It does. But what we want to do is we basically want to have a row of leaves directly underneath our entire first level of the house. Okay? So, underneath all of this platform that we've created, we want to have spruce leaves built directly underneath, and from there we can establish the pattern that we're going to be following all the way up to the top of the house. So you can see it starts off as a square, doesn't it? Kinda boring. So all we have to do to make this not boring, it's so easy. If you extend the spruce leaves outwards on each one of the 4 sides, that's all you gotta do. Outwards on each one of the 4 sides, don't extend the corners, you'll end up with that. And that will actually be very, very useful, because what are we going to do next? Well, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to make this part up here the same shape. So the next layer of spruce leaves, we are going to extend, and we're going to make sure that it's the same shape as what we have down below. It wants to be the same shape and the same size. And you can see me, I keep ducking like my vision down, right? The reason is I want to make sure that these line up with these, and I want you guys to do the same. You're gonna have to kind of just make sure that all of this is the same size and shape, like that. So now it should be quite clear. Yeah, perfect. Same size, same shape. And that's not where we want to stop. Like if we bump up a little bit here, we want to take this layer of spruce leaves. And by the way, every time I say spruce leaves, I keep thinking Spruce Lee. I don't know why. Anybody else hearing that? Spruce leaves, Spruce Lee? Anyway, do you guys even know who Spruce Lee? Do you guys know who Bruce Lee is? I hope so. Google him. Anyway, the point of the matter is that we want to have the same leaf pattern coming all the way up to the very top of the house. I really like that. It's cool to keep consistent, and it really does help to keep the shape. And what else do we want to do? Well, we also want the trunk of the tree to continue up throughout the house. Now, you can do things about this later on to increase your the interior size, but just for the sake of building, I want you to take all of the original spruce blocks, and I want you to raise them up out of the top of the tree house. It literally has to be higher than the house that we have here. Only about by 2 blocks, I would say. About 2 blocks should be perfectly fine, but it does want to be higher than the actual house at the top of the tree itself. So we want to have something which should look like that. Perfect, that's looking good. So next thing we want to do is give this top bit here a roof. So to give it a roof, same way we give anything a roof. We just place rows of dark oak wood stairs on the sides like this. We're going to have to weave in and out of the trunk, and that's kind of the entire idea, like the tree house is built into the tree, not kind of like on the tree, but it's built into the tree. And you'll have something which looks like that, which is really cool. And of course, we'll do the same thing that we always do, which is we will extend the stairs one row forwards, or one row backwards, depending where you are, and you'll place upside down dark oak wood stairs underneath the overhanging layer. I almost called them Duke oak wood stairs, I don't even know why. I can't talk this morning, it's crazy. So we extend them one row over the sides, like this, and we place upside down Duke oak wood stairs. I said it on purpose then, it just sounded funny in my head. Dark oak wood stairs underneath the overhanging layer. And we will end up with this shape, and you can see that our treehouse that once looked awful is starting to look a lot better. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we have a lot up top here, alright? So what we're going to do, we want to take the row of spruce wood that pokes out the top of the treehouse, and we're going to add a layer of spruce leaves all the way around the top of the spruce woods, and it wants to connect together in the corners. That's kind of important because it gives us a specific shape like this. We want to add 2 more layers of spruce woods on top of those spruce woods, 2 more rows directly on top of the original spruce woods, and we'll be adding the final layer of leaves. There we go. And then all you have to do is you want to make a square almost. It's kind of like just a square of spruce leaves. I'm trying to do this so it just wants to basically be a little bit smaller than the previous row. I might even have to delete some of the spruce wood to get this done, because yeah, that's kind of the same shape. I don't want it to be the same shape. I want it to be a little bit smaller. So it might be that perhaps I delete these sides like this, maybe delete these sides, right? And then the spruce woods that, okay, yeah, that'll work perfectly, that's fine. And then we'll delete the spruce woods just like this. Yeah, that's a much better shape. That's kind of what we're more after. And then we want to take the inside the shape, basically the top. I'm going to fill it with spruce wood for the time being, and then I'm going to create kind of like kind of this. I'm going to place a spruce wood on top of this like a layer, and then I'm going to raise up the back left block, back right, forward right, and I'm going to raise up the back right corner by 1, 2, like this. And the reason for that is that I want to make it a bit more detailed. So I want to use a birch fence, glowstone for this, and these slabs, okay? So in this corner here, I'm just going to place a birch fence. Also at the top, also glowstone, also dark oak wood slab, just directly on top like that. And that kind of just marks out the tree. It's almost like a beacon. So now that we have done that, we have, like I said, we've done quite a lot of detail to the tree. We've been doing a good job, guys. Well done. Well, the next thing that I want to do is I want to take care of the glowstones on the first level. To take care of the glowstones, all we're going to do is place oak trapdoors, regular oak trapdoors. Whoa, not like that. That won't do anything. I want to place regular oak trapdoors on these sides of the glowstones. This will dampen the effect of the glowstones, still give us the light, and it will just give us a nice homely feel, like this. Well, I also need some dirt, spruce trapdoor, bone meal, because underneath every window on this first level, I'm going to have... Oh, that's coarse dirt. Okay. I did want regular dirt, but no big deal. Dirt, and I'm going to place spruce trapdoors around like this to create little planters. And it just kind of adds something. This is a very natural house. It's very nature orientated. Hence why we want all of this sort of stuff surrounding the house. So some dirt, some grass, whatever, it depends what sort of game mode you're on, and then bone meal the top. Can you not bone meal coarse dirt? I am that mad. That's so upsetting. I'll tell you what, I'm going to whip out the grass block. Coarse dirt no good. Regular dirt good. Grass block better. In caveman terms. There we go. And then bone meal. Bone meal both blocks. Okay. So now that we've got that, bone meal in both of the dirt blocks or the grass blocks or whatever it is. It's better if there's flowers there, but if they're not, no big deal. And that is the sort of effect that we're looking for. But we don't only just want the effect up there, but we also want to come all the way up to the top of the build as well. And we want a similar sort of effect. Okay, so I'm going to have an entire row of grass blocks on the side. I'm going to have spruce trapdoors on the side of the grass blocks like this, and then bone meal away. Same up top, same on the opposite side up top as well. Same grass blocks, same spruce trapdoors, and I'm just going to have flowers on the sides, or in the sides, I should say. I cannot for the life of me place that trapdoor. There we go. And I'm also going to just place a little bit of dark oak wood slabs as well around the top of the house. So wherever we have empty space, I'm just going to kind of like cement the house at the top of the build like that. I quite like how that looks. And ladies and gentlemen, we're almost complete with our treehouse. Just a couple more things that you might want to add. These are completely optional. So you might want some hanging glowstone off of the treehouse. A hanging glowstone is very simple. Like you might want to take maybe like this spruce here, and you might want to place like a couple of birch fence. It doesn't have to be many. Glowstone, and then spruce trapdoor all the way around it. This will provide some light. It's also kind of interesting to look at as well. You might or might not want to place that around the build. Like we've got one there, and we'll probably have one more towards the front, maybe even hanging right here. 1, 2, we'll have 3 this time, so it hangs at a different altitude. Kind of close to the house though. I don't want it close to the house. So maybe here, 2, 3, like that, and then glowstone. I include this decoration on pretty much every treehouse that I make because I like it so much. It's my favorite thing to do to treehouses. Don't ask me why, I've got no clue. I just think it looks really good. And yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty decent, right? That's not too bad. And you might be wondering to yourself, TSMC, what do I do now? How do I navigate up my treehouse? Well, young one, don't worry, I'll help you. So all you gotta do is you gotta grab some ladders. Yeah, right here. And we break our way into the house, and we'll have to bust through this spruce here, just the spruce wood, maybe even clear it out a little bit on the inside so it's nice and open. And all we have to do is add a row of ladders. You can even have double ladders if you want. It kind of depends how much space you want. And we've got a row of double ladders coming all the way up here. Oh, I could not see a thing, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I did that. But I'll tell you what, I'll place a couple of torches so that I can actually see what I'm doing. Plus, I wanna replace that spruce. That's not right of me. There we go. So we want to have a row of ladders coming all the way up. I have a feeling this has taken us to the top of the treehouse. I might have to guesstimate where some of the rooms are. Because this whole thing is sealed. This is going to take us right to the very top, isn't it? Yeah, this is the actual top of the treehouse. I'll tell you what about here? Is it here? Where is the house? Where's the house? It's got to be here somewhere. There we go. Okay, so that's the entrance to the house. All right. So that's number 1. We can get in and out there. We're gonna have to place a floor here. Okay. So you've got to create a floor like this at the top of the treehouse. This room can be big enough that you can actually fit some room in here. You know, you can fit some stuff in here. You've just got to clear out. I'm being so messy right now, but you can clear it out like this, and you can turn it into a respectable sized little house up at the top of the build if you so choose. So you can see it doesn't have to remain all closed up here, and it also doesn't down below as well. So we've got to do an exploratory mission here. Okay, here we go. So here we are. So you can also destroy your way into this part of the treehouse, but it looks quite small now. But it depends how much of the spruce you're willing to remove, because you can have quite a large area inside the treehouse if you are willing to remove quite a bit of the spruce. So you've got this large room up here, that decent sized room up there, and we have a little bit of room down here. It's not the biggest treehouse that you could make. If you're looking for a massive treehouse, look no further than all the way over there. but it's a really nice, quite fashionable treehouse, and it's a cool one to put in a forest-like area that has a load of spruce. But you can see that is how you would get up to the individual rooms, which is all I wanted to show you. You have a double set of ladders up here, and it takes you to room number 1. Then you have the same double set of ladders which takes you into room number 2, and you could even have something really cool and hidden up there. So you just have to hollow that out, and then you'd have like the perfect treehouse. So this is what the spruce treehouse will look like once it's been 100% fully completed. I do hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please do remember to hit that like button, and if you made it all the way to the end, share the video with a friend. Sharing is caring. And not only that, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to keep up to date with the channel, subscribe and click the little bell. And if you do want to make any more tree houses, you can see a tree house behind me. And we also have, that's actually the tree house from Minecraft story mode, which is really cool. And we've got quite a few around us. We've got big, we've got small. Check out the card system in the description below if you want to make some more tree houses. That'd be pretty awesome. They should have their own playlist. I might actually make one. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you so much. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.